So I'm at JXB Performance today. I got Jay with me. Hello. Jay is the owner of JXB. You guys aren't familiar with this product. He actually makes aftermarket carrier bearings. Some of the stuff he's already worked on, as you can see, there's a little bit of a Driveshaft freight yard. He's already done quite a few conversions. Jay can explain kind of like what we're going to be doing today.
Yep, so these are, we call them Driveshaft carrier upgrades because they don't actually come with a bearing. A lot of bearings in this day and age are unserviceable or just not sold by the factory. So what our design does, it's basically a two-piece housing that bolts together around the original center support bearing. It has these solid cross-section bushings, look like this. And then it also features a shoulder bolt damper bushing design. Do this, it's all apart here. This allows us to apply a prescribed preload to these damper bushings, which prevents vibration transfer to the cabin. So it allows us to basically run entirely solid cross-section bushings instead of like a stock rubber, which is just kind of a flimsy layer of rubber like this.
And what's the main under here? We're transitioning to like a more solid bushing.
Yeah, so the big thing is with drive shafts that are in two pieces, when you apply a lot of load to them, they tend to buckle because they have a U-joint in the middle. When you buckle like that, the bearing travels off center and that puts slack in the drive line. So upgrading these to a solid cross-section actually makes the two halves of the shaft work together as one. Basically gives you the drivetrain responsible one-piece drive shaft without the possibility of NVH or critical speed issues or other things you run into trying to get a one-piece on your car. And then obviously the bushings themselves are solid, so you're not going to have a clumsy layer of rubber wearing out over time.
Now, say someone were to purchase this, do you guys sell the bushings separately? If say they want to do like a track day and they want to swap in like the more solid bushings.
We do. So we have we offer street density, track density. It's actually labeled on the bags here. So you got track. This one should say street. Yep. And then when you purchase it, for an extra $30, you can throw in the other set. So you can get just street, just track, or for $30 more, you can get both. And then we also sell replacement bushing sets and replacement hardware sets separately for $30 each. So down the road, if you ever want to rebuild this or you just want to try the other bushings for $30 with free shipping, you can have what you need.
Cool. So, and then for like the average Joe, that's just going to mainly, street drive his car. The street bushings, if he were to take his vehicle to, say a track day, sure, just still hold up perfectly.
Definitely, yeah. And we honestly like track bushings, we generally only recommend these for like purpose-built track cars that don't see street use.
Sure.
So street bushings can handle everything. They're just a bit softer, so they're better at soaking up vibrations on the highway or under high loads. The track bushings on most applications also have no vibration transfer to the cabin. But we always just recommend street if you're at all worried about NVH.
Cool.
Noise vibration harshness, if you don't know that term. They're just, if your drive shaft isn't spinning smoothly, you'll want street bushings on there to make sure you're not feeling that in the cabin.
Sure. Cool. Well, I'm excited to get going on this. I believe this is the first Genesis sedan, like the BH style that you're going to be trying on. Yeah, the fun. So definitely excited to see how this is going to go. He recently did a Genesis Coupe, which you guys may or may not have seen. I'll link the video in below if you want to check that out if you're in the Genesis Coupe community. And I think you also are making one for the DH model?
Yeah, so we're going to basically work our way forward from here. The DH models and then even the ones after that. So we'll hit the G70, G90, G80, all that. So
cool. Oh, more to come. Let's see how this goes.
All right, we'll get cutting. Cool.
I just like the sound of it.
All right, so we just dropped the factory flanges in the back right here. There were two bushings right after or right before your secondary cats, and we should be able to lower the exhaust without removing anything else. We're going to rely on the flex joints to be able to get this exhaust low enough to get these shields out, and then we should be able to get to the center carrier. And just like that, the heat shield is out of the way. We get a good first glance at the center carrier bearing. Actually, not as bad as I was expecting it to be. What's the play? Oh my gosh, that thing is...
I'm not putting very much force into that.
She loose. She's been around the block a couple times. So, Jay was mentioning that let me zoom in for you guys and turn the flash on. This center bearing actually has a lot of sag to it as it sits, just, you know, stationary. And what were you saying that causes?
Yeah, so basically the stock ones, you know, when they start out life, they sit more centered.
Yep.
But you basically, over time, like this kind of accordion shaped rubber in here doesn't really hold the weight of the shaft.
Yeah.
So over time it sags to the bottom, and you can see here there's a very small gap on the bottom here and a very large gap on top.
Yeah.
So this is sagging down, and what that does is it actually ends up putting load into the guibos, right? So this center support bearing is supposed to support the weight of the shaft, but if it can't and it sags to the bottom, right, then as you spin, your guibos have to articulate, and the guibos aren't really made to do that.
Sure.
Because it's just a piece of rubber. So that can cause vibrations at high speed or high load. And then once we put our new ones on, we realign the drive shaft. A lot of times that will actually take away some vibrations that you had previously.
Awesome.
So.
Cool.
I just like the sound of it.
There she goes.
She's free.
Holy crap! Oh, oh.
That's the normal amount.
Gotta do launch control.
Yeah, launch control. Hopefully it'll let us do it.
Yep. Put your head back. Okay. Oh, okay. Woo! Holy crap!
I told you Aston was gonna feel slow.
Oh my gosh! This is a 2022 Porsche Taycan.
Yeah, you said it right.
So
One of the few.
it's one of the interesting vehicles to drive today.
It's a Turbo S Cross Turismo,
It is okay.
and you never want to have to write all that out. But
This is a spaceship to me. It's very expensive as well. So foot on the brake, and then
Yep,
just click down.
Flip that down. Yep, you're driving.
Alright, here we go.
And it has an insane turn radius.
Yep.
Take out the freeway quick if you really want to open it up.
Are you sure?
Sure. Go up on exit, come back down. Yeah, just go right.
You don't have a radar detector in here though, do you?
I know. Just
Be careful.
Is that crazy? Is that it?
That That is light speed. And I wasn't even fully pegged down either.
Complete stop and then
The, like,
stomp
foot
on
brake
the brake and then floor the gas. It'll go doo-doo. There you go.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my! Whew. Holy crap! This car is no joke, right? Holy crap!
Turn around and do it again.
Oh, I don't want that. I'm gonna let myself relax after that one. The turning radius, though. That
Yeah,
is
it's nuts.
crazy. Might as well just feel it along.
Whatever you want to do.
Oh my god. Alright, so we're back from the test drive on the street bushings. Car performed as it should. It's still a really nice upgrade compared to the stock OEM one that was completely just thrashed. Definitely gonna get the full experience on the way home, just because you know, I did have to drive the vehicle up to Wisconsin from Indiana, so got to get the whole trip ahead of me going back to Indiana. Can probably sit there and notice, you know, different things that aren't there anymore, like sometimes at a higher mile an hour, I'll leave it at that, there is a little bit of vibration with the factory bushing, so I'm curious to see, now that we're on the street bushings, how it's going to stack up compared to the OEM one that was obviously messed up. But yeah, no, guys here have been awesome. Great hospitality. Jay, the owner, really cool dude. If you're interested in getting one of these you know, carrier bearings, I think it's worth it. Obviously, I can tell you a little bit more of my, like, honest opinion once I get back to Indiana with the car, because then I'm gonna have some seat time in it. But just launching it around here, I think it's a lot better already. So we're gonna put everything back together. Got some new exhaust gaskets. We're gonna put the heat shield back in, button everything up, and hit the road. It. Yeah. That is mental. This thing is something else.
Should be good.
My man asked me if I want to drive an Aston Martin. Hell yeah. Yes, I do. This thing is a legitimate race car. Wow, all right. I just got it in drive right now just to feel it out in automatic mode first. That was absolutely no throttle, and it climbed. This thing is mental. Exactly like its license plate says. Just cruising in this thing is amazing. Holy shit. Yeah! Holy shit, this thing puts you in the seat. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. This is what I hope the Genesis is going to be like after the supercharger. But this is a purpose-built race car. Like, holy shit, is this thing fast. Small hit. Oh my gosh. Oh, FedEx. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna put the camera down and just enjoy this thing for a minute. Alright, so it's been about a month since I recorded with Jay. Big shout out to JXB for hooking me up with that center carrier bushing. It's amazing. If you guys have any weird issues with like vibration in your tunnel from like accelerating, or especially in 90-degree turns when you're like really on the gas and you get like that rumble, get the bushing. It's amazing. I got a lot of seat time between Wisconsin back down to Indiana after we did the install, and it hooks better. It just gets the power to the wheels a lot faster, and you don't get those weird like torque vibrations that you were getting before, which is a very common issue with like the V8 Genesis sedans. And man, it's just an awesome product to have on the market for the community. So it's a big win for the community. Big shout out to Jay again for hooking us up with that. And if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Check out his channel, JXB. I'll leave a link in the description. If you guys are interested in getting the kits, I also have a link for that below as well. Any kind of weird issues you're having, just get the kit. Don't look back. It's worth it. Also, what's that? Take it easy, guys. Catch you later.